To my generational curse breakers, take what resonates and leave what doesn't resonate. You are currently in this position right now where it feels like you are in the dark and it feels blurry and it feels old and it feels very familiar, yet it's not a familiar comfort. Now, what I was getting as I was just tapping in is a question to ask yourself: why are you waiting? Or what are you waiting for? Seriously, what are you waiting for? And then the answer automatically came, and if it resonates once again, an answer that automatically came was because you are not seeing the reconditioned mind and the recalibrated nervous system. You are still thinking because you are in an environment that was of old that you are still there. And I see this image between like a portal. You've come through a portal, like a void, right? You've come through a void and you came into physical manifestation. And I see this image of someone like standing in between what was, what is, and what will be. And what will be has already been, because it's like a three tier and it's circular. Because remember, everything in life is cyclical. So there's a beginning and an end and a middle. And there's a beginning and a middle and an end. So it continues through every single cycle. And here I see this image of you still standing there waiting for the answer no. You still waiting for the answer no. And that's why you are stagnant. Or that's why it feels rather like you are stagnant. And it's just a perception shift. It's like a little click, a little switch that needs to be switched on to go, hello, this thing is no longer there anymore. You are here. You're in this different time frame, different time space reality, but you physically still seeing those things. And you here specifically to recondition the mind and recalibrate the nervous system. So choose intentionally people, places, and things that make you feel safe. But you have to understand what safety feels like. And what I got earlier this morning too was if you don't know how a feeling should feel, then you gotta imagine how it would feel like and how you would want it to feel like. Because remember, when you are wanting something to feel a particular way or you don't know how it feels, it's like as if you are giving or waiting for someone else to give you permission to tell you what it feels like. Do you get what I mean? When everything is a self discovery, you have to, from the framework that you were given and have been given, you have to reclaim it for yourself and repurpose it for yourself. Everyone who came before you has helped you come to this point of understanding that the beginning is the end, that the fact that you were chosen already to be here. We come into a system within the matrix that makes you believe you have to be chosen still, when already you were the one who came. And I've said this before, think about the fact of how much sperm comes in through one form of ejaculation, that one big bang that happens, and out of all the sperm that came, you were the one sitting listening to this. So we have been brought, it's full circle, we have been brought to this point of understanding that you have already been chosen. So, whatever it is that you want, ask and you shall receive. Ask with the knowing that you have already been chosen to have everything you ever want. And that's the power, reclaiming your power back to go, I don't need to wait for permission because you came into a system that made you feel and bullied you into making you feel like you needed their permission in order to be resourced to do the things that you want, your heart's desire, and for them to be fulfilled. And often, because of this is a spiritual war, because of the entities that have taken over, perhaps, of your parents and your siblings and or the people, your guardians, that entity that has taken over as mother, father, sister, brother, guardian, whatever it is, aunt, uncle, it's an entity that takes over, that says this is the role that you need to play. And I said this poem the other day, it's like, beyond your role, who are you? And the thing is, this is where you have to figure it out. You have come into a system because it was from the wounded space and it was on purpose that you were to find out who you are through who you are not. And that is why you are not aligned. That is why you might not feel at home, even though it is called home. Because, in all honesty, what home is alignment. Alignment, head heart coherency in body grounded through safety. Head heart coherency in body grounded in safety. That is what home is. So, this definition of wanting to look for land has also been something that has been um, you still asking for permission. The land that you are is your body. Your feet where you are standing is your home. And you don't need permission because you were the one chosen to come here. And now your purpose from the wounded space, because they too played a part. You had sacred contracts together that said, I am coming in here to be the healed version, to ignite the healed version of what to be mother or father or sibling or uncle or sister, whatever it is, is. You have come to put that back into place. You have come to bring order back and respect to the divine. So you don't have to wait because you've already given yourself permission. You've already rejected the no's. All those no's that you received have redirected you to the path that you are on. And now it's up to you to walk in the energy of I was chosen. Affirm to yourself, I was chosen to come here. I was chosen to come here for purpose. I am the purpose. So I fulfill my purpose by being full of myself. And I give myself permission to walk on this earth like I belong here. I speak like I belong here. I listen like I belong, no longer in fear of the anticipation of the rejection that you have felt within yourself and try to project it onto me. No, I belong here. I take full ownership of my mind. I pay attention, I listen, and I speak with integrity. I speak with power because of the divinity that comes through me. I was chosen. I was chosen to be here. So I do not need a human being to give me permission, because the permission granted to me is greater than the low vibrational energies and the powers that be. Sorry, I have to just like snap, snap, snap. Mm. Take ownership. Stop waiting. Give yourself permission. And this was the moment. This was the moment that you don't have to wait anymore. Ask and you shall receive. Feel what it is that you want and believe. See it in your mind. Imagine it. Can you conceive of a world of yes? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, please. Yes, indeed. Give yourself permission and stop waiting for others to give you permission. Stop waiting to see whether someone's going to like it. Do you like it? Do you want it? Do you want to go there? Ask yourself first, what do I want? What would my higher self do in this position? Ask your higher self, because your higher self is the only voice that you need to be listening to at this point in time. Anything that comes between you and the divine, you are making them a god in your life. Okay? So stop waiting. Permission granted.